just have one question for you guys. Are you financially dependent on someone else? What's up, guys? Welcome back to my YouTube channel. If you're new here, hi, my name is Stephanie. Welcome back to my channel. So for today's video, we're going to be talking about something, a little bit serious. As you can see, I am in my business attire. I just have one question for you guys. Are you financially dependent on someone else? Just think about that for a few seconds. I mean, it's not a bad thing. Don't get me wrong, it's not a bad thing. But if you are, you need to be aware that you are financially dependent on someone else, right? Financial dependency, I would say, it's when you're more than 40% dependent on someone else. Basically, you rely on someone else for your needs to the point where you feel that you cannot do without the person. I don't know if that makes sense, but yeah, that's basically it. And I feel it's not an ideal situation because a lot of things can go wrong. First things first, I feel you won't be able to live your life the way you want to because you always have to look back or look ahead and think, okay, I'm going to need this from this person. What do I have to do to get it? Or, you have to make decisions that would make that person happy so that person can do what you want that person to do for you. I don't know if that makes sense, right? Second thing I feel is you're going to be a burden to someone. No matter how the person says, oh no, well, okay, you're fine, just ask for whatever you need. I feel like if you keep asking someone for something over and over again, you are going to become a burden to that person. No matter what you think, no matter what the person thinks, the person might not even tell you, but yeah, best believe that you are a burden to that person. And the third and last thing I feel is, you can be easily manipulated into doing what you don't want to do in order to get what you want to get from that person, right? I think that makes sense. Yeah, like if someone wants you to do something and you don't really feel like doing it, but in your mind, you know that, okay, if I don't do this, I might not get, maybe my next house rent, or maybe the car I'm supposed to get from the person, or maybe the new phone, or maybe the new laptop, whatever the case might be. Now, being financially dependent might sound weird, but I mean, it's honestly really common, especially if you're a boomerang kid. So boomerang kids are people that go to the university, come back from the university, and even though you do not necessarily move back into your parents' house, but you still rely on them for, the big stuff, like your rent, maybe like a new car, maybe like trips or something. But yeah, you basically still rely on your parents for, big stuffs. If you are a boomerang kid, you are still, to some extent, financially dependent on your parents. Okay, so at this point, I'm sure you're wondering, how do I know if I'm financially dependent on someone? So I read about it for a bit and I just picked like a few points that I feel relate to us, especially, us in this part of the world. At the end of the day, if you check some of these boxes, then just know that you're financially dependent. Like I said, it's not a bad thing. Okay, so point number one is you feel resentful because you feel the money comes with something attached. Okay, let me just give you like an example. Let's say your uncle promised you a new laptop, right? Okay, and then he calls you, I'm going to be in the village soon, okay, obviously he's bringing the laptop when he's coming to the village or wherever you are, and then he goes like, but my house, I don't know, they've not cleaned my house. I'm looking for who will help me clean my house. What's the next thing you do? You immediately volunteer. Oh, don't worry, I'll do it for you. Why? Because in your mind, back of your mind, you already feel like, oh, he wanted to tell you to clean his house, but he doesn't want to come straight up and tell you, go and clean my house. But you know that the laptop is coming, so you have to behave yourself and you have to go and clean the house. So that when he's giving you the laptop, he will be happy. He knows that, oh, you've done something for him. You cleaned the house, so I mean, probably you deserve the laptop. Now, even if that was not his intention or he did not have that train of thought, your mind automatically feels that, or your mind automatically believes that, you need something, or you need to do something in order to get something. I don't know if that makes sense. So you cleaning his house is like payment for the laptop. That makes sense, right? I mean, okay, so the next thing I feel is you've never supported yourself on your own. You've either had, maybe your parents, or you've had a friend, or you've had the family member, you've had a partner that whatever you needed, you could always just ask and you get it. Those kind of people, they are usually spoilt. Either their parents spoilt them, oh, you don't even need to ask for something, it's just there. Or if you ask for something, they don't waste time, they just give it to you. They don't ask too much questions. Oh, daddy, I need a new phone. The phone's coming the next day. I need a new laptop. You get a MacBook the next day. I mean, it happens like that, but you feel like life, comes easy to you. Do you understand? Like, you're just supposed to get anything, you want. It is that simple. The next thing is you're in a toxic relationship. Now, being in a toxic relationship doesn't necessarily mean, a marriage, or, your family can be toxic. Your friendship can be toxic, because like I said, it's always a trade and barter kind of situation. So once you need something, they always, maybe they feel you're not worthy of it, so you have to prove yourself, right, before they can give it to you. Or you always need to exchange for something, right? It can be like a chore, or it can be a business idea, I don't know, but just know that something has to give. You need to exchange something to get what you need. Next thing I feel is you lack ambition or self-confidence, because I feel if you're ambitious, something someone gives you is not going to be enough for you. You always want more. So, and you know that you cannot keep asking someone for something, right? You have to go out there, you have to work to get what you want. You need to work for your own money. You know how difficult it is to make money. So you know that you cannot keep asking someone for money over and over again when the person's not plucking it from the tree. Like, it really doesn't make sense, honestly. So yeah, I feel like if you are ambitious and you have that self-confidence, you are a go-getter, you can always, if you have an active job, right, you always have like a side gig or something. So at the end of the day, you have like multiple stream of incomes, and that would ultimately, make you independent, financially independent, if that makes sense. Okay, so the last thing I feel is something that is really common in Nigeria here, especially. Okay, so let me just say the way it is, right? Parents won't give you, certain privileges until they see that you've hit certain milestones or you are mature enough, right? So something that shows rather that you're financially dependent is when they don't involve you in money matters in the family. I don't know if that makes sense. Let me explain. Granted, you know that your dad is a businessman and your mom is, maybe, let's say, a petty trader, but you have no idea whatsoever about their monthly income, right? 1 month, or maybe sometimes you see, oh, they seem broke, and other times they just bought a new house, or they just bought a new car. So you don't know for sure if what you're about to ask for is too expensive. Do you understand? And at a point when it gets to the point that you don't really ask for things the way you normally do, gradually you see that your parents see that maybe you've grown, maybe you got a job, or you're mature, you can handle yourself now, you can take care of yourself financially. Then they begin to involve you little by little, just to know, your family financial affairs, I think. So yeah, that's it. So the next thing I'm going to tell you guys is how to be financially independent. I am not an expert. I am just trying to wave the waters myself, but yeah, this has really helped me a lot, I guess. So the first thing is, I don't know if it's the first thing, but yeah, try and get a job, honestly, because you cannot have money without a job. I don't know if that makes sense, right? So try and get a job. The next thing is try and manage your money. So the active income you are getting at the end of the month, try and manage it. It's not, let's say you get 100,000 at the end of the month, and then everything just goes into, let's say, food, or partying, or something extravagant, right? And make sure you have like the money in your name. So the first thing is, if you don't have a bank account in 2019 or in 2020, if you don't have a bank account in 2020, wow. But yeah, open a bank account. You can have multiple bank accounts. So when your salary or your, when you get paid, you could have like a savings account or an investment account or something. Just learn how to manage your money basically. And the last thing is to educate yourself. Learn how to budget the money that you get every month. Learn how to invest. Really, really important. Learn how to invest, guys. So yeah, and I mean, hopefully if you put all these in play gradually over time, it shouldn't take you too long to become financially independent. That's it for today's video, guys. Thank you so much for watching. Make sure you like this video if you feel it was educative. I don't know, I hope I didn't talk too much, but yes, make sure you like this video if you liked it. Make sure you subscribe to my channel. You can share if you want to educate someone also. Turn on your post notification. I post every week, and turn it on so you don't miss any of my posts. Thank you so much for watching once again, and I will see you guys in my next video. Bye.